I have always suffered from shortness of breath. Even when I was young, very healthy, active athlete. Over the years, it's gotten a little worse, and I've had various diagnoses, usually asthma. I've had a chronic cough for about the last 30 years. I've had lots of workups, and nobody can really seem to pinpoint what the problem is. But since I was told about Buteyko, I have observed how much of a mouth breather that I am. I have been using the X's on my mouth to keep my mouth shut at night, and I am seeing some improvement. I did yoga for 35 years with all that breathing, so it's always been a puzzle to me why I would have breathing problems when I did so much breathing. But now you've explained that about the spiritual versus the health aspect. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic that this probably could be a big help to me. I guess I'm interested in a little more about the practice of it.
The Buteyko method is primarily known for its help with asthma and breathing difficulties, even though it helps with everything else as well. Gil, while you were talking, I was making notes. You know, you had shortness of breath when you were young, and yet you were an active athlete. So unfortunately, most likely the way how you were breathing while doing those active physical exercises injured your breathing more. And then you were practicing yoga for 35 years. I'm also a yoga practitioner, and I'm very fond of yoga in general. But unfortunately, the way how modern people breathe and the way how people used to breathe 100 or 200 years ago in India is very different, because the lifestyle of modern people and the lifestyle in ancient India were completely different. So there is nothing wrong with yogic breathing techniques, especially those which are aimed to improve health. But if a person whose breathing is weak, especially a person with breathing difficulties, start practicing them, usually they injure or they damage breathing patterns more and more. So I very often work with yoga teachers and yoga practitioners who regretfully, very unfortunately, damage their health by practicing pranayama. So within the level 1 course, everything is tailored for the person's needs and for the existing lifestyle of the person. So if you work with a specialist for 2 months, we will evaluate and help you improve every aspect of your life, and we will make it supportive of your breathing improvement. Lifestyle just as important as breathing exercises. So again, this is a short version, and Fred, maybe you'd like to share how do you work with your clients?
Sure. I think what you said was key, that this method is, even though you think, okay, breathing, what's the big deal? But you'll find that even as simple and straightforward this breathing is, also is the case that it's very complex. And so when working with a breathing specialist, these are the things that we kind of tease out some of the details in the application of the simplistic method and exercise. And I find that consistently, a person may read something or learn an exercise, but when you meet with a specialist, they can really clarify for you, one, if you're doing it correctly, and two, how you can take what you already know or have learned to that point and add to it to enhance, tailored specifically to your circumstance and situation. And so that's what I find is very unique about this program, is that it's not a cookie cutter type of approach, but it takes some basic information tailored specifically to your individual case. That's one of the things that how I find it very helpful working with a specialist with the information, even more so than just reading a book. Reading a book is good, it gets the foundation, but the application, that's where things are able to be taken to the next level and get the results that you're looking for.